So, what would it actually take for us to not be so dependent on entertainment, on TV, on smartphones, on shows, on, I guess, even busyness itself? Because a lot of us feel antsy when we're not going to work or when we're not, doing things to keep ourselves busy. I would argue there's various options for various peoples, but by and large, there's only one thing that has stood the test of time that is even more stimulating, more exciting, more immersive than entertainment today, and that is primitive ritual. And not just because, dancing and playing drums around the fire while doing psychedelics seems like something playful or fun to do, something entertaining to do, but because it is all enveloped in an actual belief system that grants every single member of that community with a sense of cosmic significance and immortality. Okay? Each one of those people is a cosmic creator if you look and examine what's going on in the ritual. They believe they're controlling nature, for instance, that they can determine the number of kangaroos that will be born next season, what their color will be. They can control the weather. They can influence the stars. They could travel through time and space and encounter ancestors, animal spirits, various weird creatures and beings of different kinds. I mean, basically, they could interact with the very fabric of existence, with the invisible essence that they believed made up the great mystery and the great world in which they lived. And so that grants you a tremendous sense of self, a tremendous sense of accomplishment that is simply not found in modern society. Today, somebody may feel temporarily good about themselves simply by being told in an elevator that they have a nice shirt or something, right? Or maybe they just got promoted to manager of a tuna can factory, and that's good enough, right? So when you have that kind of lack as compared to this very deep desire that we have toward a cosmic significance and immortality, spiritual connection, then what you're going to have is a compensation in the form of immersing yourself in things like entertainment, shopping, and so on. And some argue on the radical left that if we self-managed our communities, our economies, our workplaces, that we would find more meaning and more of a sense of control of our environment. And so therefore we would have less of a need for entertainment. And there may be a little bit to say about that. But obviously, whatever that sense of control and that meaning may be cannot possibly compare to the tremendous meaning gotten from cosmic significance, from controlling the very fabric of reality. I mean, that's just not a comparable thing. Now, for a minority of people, perhaps of a certain temperament, a Buddhist path may be advisable. Maybe diminishment of desire, of hedonic impulses, of entertainment, and so on can be achieved through meditation, through contemplation, some solitude, and perhaps even getting together with like-minded people in a sangha and so on. So that's certainly an alternative. Perhaps more realistic now that we live in a secular society and scientific truth simply cannot be ignored, and so some of the beliefs of hunter-gatherers are simply not believable, right? Another path is the artistic path, which I believe is fraught with problems, not just because of the issue of talent. In other words, if you want to acquire self-esteem from your artistic activity of choice, you got to have talent. Whereas, for being a cosmic creator in the tribe, since it's all in a world of illusion, there's no need for talent. every single member of the tribe can be a cosmic creator. If you want to be an artistic creator, you got to have talent. And furthermore, the kind of creation you're engaging in is not playing with the very fabric of existence. I mean, you're basically, if you're, I don't know, if you're a painter or something, you're kind of imitating, in some cases, let's say imitating a little bit of nature, and then adding a little bit of your own imagination, a little bit of your own meaning and so on, and a little bit of your own soul or something. I mean, but it's never going to be as strong as the kind of creation, cosmic creation, that a hunter-gatherer primitive ritualist is engaging in. It's always going to be a weaker version of that, and so you're always going to be playing catch up. Even if you're extremely talented, even if you're like Michelangelo. Of course, a lot of art is religious art in that it is intermingled with religion itself. And, religion since the dawn of civilization has not been the same as primitive ritual, because those people already lived in a kind of spiritual reality, whereas in religions of civilization, basically that spiritual reality was deemed to come after you were dead in an afterlife. So once again, we lost something, and that, in my view, would be the only way to really get it back, which is impossible, unfortunately.